Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome back to my channel. You guys, today I have such a fun make for you. These would be great for craft fairs, gift giving, for your own use, but they're going to be micro mini junk journal ornaments. I'm making them with this beautiful Echo Park kit that was from last year, the year before, some year, I don't know. It has all the goodies in it, lots and lots of goodies. I'll also be using a printable because this is going to be Advent themed, like 12 Days of Christmas and the story of Christ's birth. And it's just such a great way to use up your 6x6 paper. So right now I'm just trimming off the branding strip. So I'm trimming this paper to 6x6 and then 3x6. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm just going through and getting all of these papers set up. I'm going to be making 4 journals. So I'm going to cut quite a bit of paper. In fact, I was able to use the whole 6x6 paper pad to make these 4 journals, which for me is a goal, to use things up, to try to liquidate this craft room a little bit. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to make sure that each journal gets different sheets of paper and kind of divide all of these up. I am also hashtagging Merry Mondays because I really adore the 4 ladies who do Merry Mondays. They're junk journalers, Charlotte and Lorette and Lindsay at 507 Willow House Journals, and Donna Twist from Twisted Papers Studios. Y'all know I love her. I love Donna. So, yeah, I'm joining in the fun, and it's Monday. I've got a Christmas project, so Merry Monday, everybody. Definitely check out that hashtag if you haven't before and you're looking for inspiration similar to this. But this is also just an incredible craft fair make, stash busting, it's just all the things. So once I get all these papers, where they need to go, I'm going to show you this printable, which I'll leave linked down below. I found it on Etsy, and I just liked that all the scriptures had to do with exactly what I needed, which was the story of Christ's birth for the 12 days of Christmas, because I want this to be just like a little Advent kind of ornament. Now, this paper was measuring 3x6, and then I cut it down to 5.5. So now it's measuring 3 by 5.5. I'm going to fold it at 2 3/4. Is that right? I'm going to fold the 5.5 side on in half. And that way, they will fit in a 3x6 junk journal cover. So I'm going to keep all those scraps. I mean, of course I am. And you can see here, I'm not even having to score this paper. It just depends on what kind of paper you're working with. But this one, I didn't need a scoreboard. I am making sure that the orientation of the paper is correct, like the wreaths and the trees. Some of them don't really have orientation, like this plaid and snow or flowers, but that's something I always check. So I'm just going through and folding these all in half, kind of going different directions. And then I will build my little insert here. So I believe each one had 6 papers, which gave me enough room definitely for 12 scriptures and stickers for decorations or ephemera. Now I use the single-sided matching cardstock to make my covers, but you don't have to. With these dimensions, you can just use 6x6 paper. You don't need any 12x12 at all. I just had this paper as a part of the kit and wanted to use it up. So I'm cutting this to 3x6. So all of my covers will be 3x6. These are single-sided, so what I'm going to do is double them. I'm going to back this with another piece of single-sided cardstock, patterned paper. And before I glue them down, I am going to put this organza ribbon as my tie. I was showing you that other really thin ribbon. That's going to be the hook or the ribbon for the top of the ornament, so you can hang it on a tree. I think these would be so precious, like tied up with a tag and tied onto a gift or as a gift themselves. Now here, I'm going to use some double-sided tape just to secure this ribbon where I want it, but I'm going to make sure it doesn't go to any of my edges. I'm keeping it in the very middle of this journal cover because I do not want it meeting my sewing machine. Double-sided tape and sewing machines, they don't get along. They're not friends. You don't want them crossing paths. So that double-sided tape is staying right in the center. And then I'm going to sew around all the edges. See? And now these are just perfect, really wonky. I don't worry about straight stitches around here. Sorry if that makes you crazy, but I am a fully recovered perfectionist, and so I'm totally fine with it. I am scoring on both sides of this little journal cover because I just want to make sure it folds up nicely. And I will do that and then stick all 6 of my pages in there. See how those just fit perfectly? And then I'm going to make sure my pages are upright for one. You always want to do that when you're about to sew a journal together. Just make sure you got everything in there right. And then I will grab a couple of paper clips to secure everything in place. I'm going to cut or punch a couple of holes with my awl, just 2. I don't need 3 holes for something that's 3 inches long. So I just put 2 and tied it nice and tight. It should be fine. And yeah, I didn't worry about measuring it either. You certainly could if you wanted to. I'm going to stitch this together with some waxed linen thread. Just a very simple, putting it through those 2 holes, tying it in a bow, and we're done. Nothing complicated here at all. These move really quick. I mean, I just love them. Last year was the first year I made a micro journal ornament to go on my Christmas tree, and me and my daughter just loved filling it up. We loved having it on our tree, and I think we'll always have a little journal ornament on our tree each year. It's just fun. It's a lot of fun, and I wanted to extend that and have other people experience the fun of it. And this one's great because you wouldn't have to add to it. Now, see, I use that really thin black ribbon as my top part for the hook to go onto, and I put fabric over it. So I glued it onto the cover and put fabric over it. In a later video, another time, I will show you another way to do that. I used the stickers and ephemera that I had in that kit to help decorate. I used that printable. And I just think these are precious. You know, people can add to them if they want to, but they really don't need to. I made sure each page had something on it, and so they're complete. They're just ready to enjoy and flip through. And I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I really hope you'll give it a try. It's a great way to use up some of those items in your stash to bless others with a gift. Definitely check out #MerryMondays if you're interested in junk journaling content and Christmas content. I think it's just a great little collection of videos. There's quite a few in there already. So check that out. If you give this a try, let me know. I'd love to know what you think of it. You can make these journals any size you want, but I was looking for a way to have minimal scraps, if anything at all, and a way to use up those stubborn 6x6 paper pads that multiply like gremlins in my craft room. Thank you guys so much for spending your time here with me. And I just really, really appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you liked it and want to see more, you could subscribe and ring the bell so that you get notified of other videos that I make and hang out with me here. This is kind of crazy pants crafting. You never know what you'll see, but it'll always be fun. Catch you guys next time. Bye.